It's no surprise to learn Dami Im was a music teacher before becoming a chart topper. But what you might not know is that the ARIA Award winner's heart is as big as her voice.
It was my dream come true to be able to do music and become a full-time singer and a pop star.
Dami Im lives a life that many would be envious of. Fame, fans, and the fortune that comes with it.
I think it's easy to get caught up in all this glamour and the lifestyle and just showing off, trying to have more and more and more than other people, and I think that just makes you feel empty.
Searching for more, this singing sensation has left behind her charmed life and travelled halfway around the world, far from the sparkling stage lights to a place she desperately wants you to see.
When I look at these kids and their faces, and you realise how lucky you are and that you're not the centre of the world.
This is Masbate, one of the breathtakingly beautiful 7,000-odd islands that make up the Philippines. Life for the locals here isn't picture perfect. Instead, paradise and poverty collide. It's some of the toughest living conditions in the world. Today, Dami is taking us to the slums. Filipinos call it Water World, where makeshift homes are propped up on shaky stilts above the swamps. There's no running water or electricity. This is the part for me where it gets really confronting, when you see the sewerage just down here.
And the way kids just walking around.
A dozen people often squeeze into these tiny huts, forced to sleep on hard bamboo. You can only imagine what that would be like in 35-degree temperatures. Despite all of that, the families here greet us with smiles, offering food and words of comfort as we navigate the dangerous bridges.
The kids are just happy. They're kids, they're smiling, they're playing jokes, they love taking photos with me, or anybody, I guess. It's such a contrast to the circumstance around them, like, which is terrible, but then the kids are just, they're happy, they're just kids like we see in Australia.
Dami began sponsoring children in poverty when she was 17 through the charity Compassion. She and husband Noah now sponsor 8 kids around the world.
So here almost half the population are living under the poverty line, and they don't have a welfare system like we do, so they are relying on people like us and organisations like Compassion to help these children, otherwise they've got nowhere else to go.
Last year, Dami took a break from the music biz and made the journey to visit her sponsor child Rodney for the first time.
He's a beautiful kid, and you know, his mum's really lovely. I'm curious to see how he's grown in the last year.
After the break on A Current Affair, Dami's reunited with the little boy who stole her heart. And she has a very special gift for these gorgeous kids.
Welcome back. It's easy to forget how lucky we really are. Many of the world's problems are out of sight, out of mind. But singer Dami Im wants to show us how a little bit of generosity can go a very long way.
On the edge of sun-ravaged farmland in the Philippines is a modest hut where Rodney and his mum Lourdes live. Last year, when singer Dami Im went to visit them, the 5-year-old had been really sick.
He was so skinny, he had cuts and bruises everywhere. The worst thing is, you know, if you have a family member that's sick and you can't afford to go to the doctors, no family should go through that.
But what a difference a year and help from Compassion makes. Rodney now gets healthcare for the first time in his life, and he's going to school, a rarity in the regional Philippines where many kids are forced to work.
Now he's so happy, he's playing and he's cheeky, you know.
Noah, you noticed a few things as well, didn't you?
Yeah, when we came last year, so he had so much scratch on his feet, and we were so worried about it. And then now he's wearing Yeah, these nice shoes.
Part of compassion is that they get free medical treatment, so he gets fed vitamins and looked after. So
He's like a different little boy, isn't he?
he's just come to life, and you know, it's so naughty now.
I am very thankful for them for helping us in spite of them being very far away from us. They are very much concerned about our situation.
Rodney, you like it?
And today, Rodney's village have come together to say thank you.
Maybe this is all a little crazy.
The Filipino people are well known for their hospitality and for being some of the friendliest people you'll ever meet. Little do they know, Dami has an extra special surprise up her sleeve.
Today we are presenting these instruments for this project in Capitan, and we hope that all of you here experience the same joy through playing music together, just like I have experienced in my life.
I'm a dreamer, a believer.
You know, I think there's so many different charities and messages that we hear every day, and you just don't know what happens on the other side. But for me, I've seen these kids, these families in real life, and I've seen the difference it makes. I've seen how my sponsor kids actually changed for the better just in a year of sponsorship. So it really changes the lives of these children, and I just want everyone to know that there is something that we can do to help and make a change.
Oh, isn't that magic? There's more on that story on our homepage.